Howdy, this is Real Fake Outside Artist, Manic coming to you from the underground bunker system located underneath the Art Villa, somewhere in the jungles of the Midwest. That's right, coming to you today with a new painting. I haven't done any artwork for a while, and this is a thank you painting. And what that means is someone did a favor, not a favor, just something nice for me. It was, I guess, a favor. It was a favor, something you do for someone in return for something. I'm not sure. Just as somebody just sent me some records. The first person to send me some records, and that was our teacher Frank. So I made this painting out of this, basically this box that he mailed the records in, which I could tell that he spent a lot of time. In addition, he didn't ask for any postage. He asked me to reimburse him for the postage. And he had to make this box because I see he drew lines on the inside, so he engineered the box so it could hold these records, and he did a really good job. So, and I know he, like me, if you do a painting and you have to mail the painting and use extra cardboard to protect it, it's horrible. You hate doing that. So what I've done is I painted this thank you painting on the inside. I'll put it up on the screen so you can see it. His thank you painting. There's Frank, and man, when you put these rhinestones on, you get these little angel hairs of glue. The glue stick on there. I always have to spend some time to get them all off. So there he is, and basically you're looking at his name's on there, and this is like basically one of the portraits, how I do portraits of people, and he's got a halo because he's a real nice guy, and these little hearts are because his kids love him. He's been teaching school folks for 36 years. I think that's impressive, that he's not completely out of his mind. And there he sends me emails, and the little computer says, "You've got mail." And you're asking why a creature with one eye? It's the unexpected. Actually, it's probably unexpected for him to get this back in the mail, but for me, when I do a painting, sometimes I like to put something unexpected for myself in it. And in this case, it just comes to me. It was a creature with one eye and bunny ears. I don't know. Okay, signed at the bottom with the Manic mark, white circle and X, and more glue stick angel hair down at the bottom. And so anyway, when people are nice to me, I like to return the favor. Everybody's busier than hell, right? And somebody took time to do this, so I like to return a thought, and sometimes I initiate it. And it's always like people don't like you. The funny thing is when you're nice to somebody and they, it's just like an email thing, right? They don't know you personally. Oh, I have a great story about that. Because I was going to say, they look at you like they're afraid of you, right? Like you're going to do something to them. And that's what evil people do, I think. Like the devil, he gets in there and pretends he's something good, and then that something turns out to be slimy and black and sticky and full of pestilence. Okay, so I did this thing with this group of people, and one of the exercises was to go and do something that you wouldn't normally do. So it was like an exercise to get outside of yourself, when I talk about stuff like this. So I went out on the street, and there was a thrift store down the way, and I went in and I thought, well, I had a few dollars in my pocket, and there was this couple in there with their kid buying clothes for the kid. And I went up to them, I said, "Hey, buying clothes for your kids?" That's my name. I introduced my name, and I'm just like to do something nice and pay for your purchase. But they looked at me with horror in their eyes. It didn't say a word. I felt really bad. And I just said, "I'm sorry, didn't mean to bother you, just wanted to do something nice." And they just didn't say a word, just stared at me, and that was the end of it. So maybe my approach, I'm not a really good communicator when it comes to first time encounters, I guess. It's easier to sit in your bunker system and yap and edit it than it is to, be clear, present clear, logical communication in public. So my point is that know, when people do something nice for you, usually the first thing is like, what does this person want? Or why is this person out of their mind? Because most people don't do that. It's all based on what you get out of it. Or, you know, money or something. You know, it's always based on what's in it for me, because we all float on in our little bubble of meanness. That's the other thing. Life and human, it's all the same. It's just that these people write books and create worlds for themselves that claim that they want to help you. Well, it's all the same, and they just make up new words for the same crap that we've been doing to and for one another since we came out of wherever we came out of. That's what I think anyway. There's nothing new under the sun. We discover things that exist. We combine things sometimes to create something that maybe new, but it's still, you know, the same old basic building blocks of life. So, you know, anyway, now I'm getting off track. So I hope thank you for watching, and I hope you're no more afraid now than you were when the video started playing however many minutes ago. And thanks for brother, keep up the good cheer, making people happy, and taking care of those children the way I know you do.